She just won 2 Olympic gold medals. But here's what nobody is telling you. She has never had a mother, not once in her entire life. She's 20 years old. She skates like she was born on ice. And when the cameras panned to the crowd, looking for the person who made her, there was no mother to be found. There never was. The story of Alysa Liu is unlike anything you've heard before. And the secret hidden at the center of it, it doesn't just change how you see her. It changes how you see family, legacy, sacrifice, and what it truly means to bring a champion into this world. But here's what nobody is asking. Who is the woman who gave Alysa Liu life? The answer is more complicated and more powerful than you could ever imagine. Let's go back, way back, before the gold medals, before the sold-out arenas, before a teenage girl from Oakland, California became the most talked-about figure skater in America. We need to talk about a man named Arthur Liu. Arthur Liu is not your typical sports dad. He's an immigration attorney based in Northern California. He's fiercely intelligent, he's deeply principled, and he is, by every legal and emotional definition of the word, the only parent Alysa Liu has ever known. But Arthur's story doesn't start in California. It starts in China, in the Sichuan province, during one of the most dangerous political moments of the 20th century. In 1989, a young Arthur Liu stood among hundreds of thousands of protesters in Tiananmen Square. He spoke out, he defied the Chinese communist regime, and when the crackdown came, he fled. He left behind everything he had ever known, crossed an ocean, and rebuilt his life from scratch in the United States. He became a lawyer, he became an American citizen, and then he made a decision that would change the course of history in ways even he couldn't have predicted. Arthur Liu wanted children. Not one child, 5 children. But there was no wife, no partner, just a single man with a dream and an unshakable belief that he could raise a family on his own terms. So he did something extraordinary, something that even in the 21st century, almost nobody talks about openly. He chose surrogacy. 5 times. Arthur Liu is a single father of 5 children, all of whom were born through surrogates. Alysa Liu has no mother in a legal sense. She was born to an anonymous egg donor and a surrogate mother. And here's where it gets even more layered. Arthur intentionally chose Caucasian egg donors because he felt his children would benefit from a diverse gene pool. Stop and think about that for a second. A Chinese political refugee, a single father, 5 children, no mother, and a conscious, deliberate decision to build a family that embodied everything he believed about cultural diversity and the American dream. The result? Alysa Liu is half Chinese and half white, colloquially described as Weisian, and has become a viral sensation not just for her skating, but for her identity. But this is where the story takes a turn that nobody saw coming. When Alysa was just 5 years old, Arthur, a devoted fan of Michelle Kwan, took his little girl to the Oakland Ice Center. He was a Michelle Kwan enthusiast, and watching that same fire in his daughter's eyes on the ice changed everything. Within months, it was obvious. This girl was different. The way she moved on ice wasn't learned, it was born. At just 13 years old, Alysa Liu became the youngest skater to win back-to-back US titles. She was the first woman in the world to land a quad and triple axel in the same program at a competition. Think about that. A child without a mother, raised by a single dad who fled political persecution, and she was rewriting the record books of her sport before she could even drive a car. The world was watching. China was watching, very closely. Alysa Liu was regarded as China's top female recruit for its naturalization project to bring in foreign athletes for the 2022 Winter Olympics in Beijing. But her father wasn't convinced. Arthur refused. A man who once risked his life standing up to the Chinese government wasn't about to hand his daughter over to them, not for any amount of glory. So Alysa went to Beijing as Team USA, and that's when things got dark. Alysa and her father were reportedly targeted in a spying operation at the 2022 Winter Olympics in Beijing, allegedly ordered by the Chinese government. A teenager on the world's biggest stage being surveilled by a foreign government, the same government her father had risked his life to escape decades before. History was repeating itself in the most chilling way possible. She placed 6th, and then she quit. At 16 years old, Alysa announced her retirement, which at the time would have made her the first American women's single skater to not bid for a second Olympics since 2002 gold medalist Sarah Hughes. The weight of everything, the pressure, the politics, the loneliness had become too much. And here's where Arthur Liu's parenting was truly tested. Because this is the part nobody talks about. Arthur later admitted he had made a critical mistake with Alysa's training ahead of the 2022 Olympics. He relocated her to Colorado Springs and left her there alone. "I took her to Colorado Springs and I left her there," Arthur said. "During that period of time, I wasn't there for her." He continued, "She was upset and she missed home, not knowing that she hated it." A single father, stretched thin, raising 4 other children, running a law practice, and in a moment of pressure, he made a call that cost his daughter her joy for the sport. He owned it, publicly, painfully, because that's who Arthur Liu is. But here's what makes this story extraordinary, not heartbreaking. Alysa came back. On March 1, 2024, Liu posted a video on Instagram announcing her return to the ice on her own terms. She returned to UCLA. She trained near home. She rebuilt her love for skating from the ground up, and the results were staggering. She became the first U.S. woman to win the World Championship since Kimi Meisner in 2006. And then, at the 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan, she became the first U.S. woman to win 2 gold medals at a single Olympic Games. U.S. figure skating. 2 golds. Historic, transcendent, unstoppable. And as she stood on that podium, tears in her eyes, gold around her neck, the cameras searched the crowd. They found Arthur, emotional, proud, a political refugee who had defied a government, built a family from scratch, made mistakes, owned them, and watched his daughter become the greatest figure skater America has produced in a generation. But the question lingers, the one that started this whole story. Who is Alysa Liu's mother? The answer is this. She doesn't have one in the traditional sense. She has something rarer. She has a father who was both. She has a story that proves that family doesn't fit inside a box. That legacy isn't inherited, it's built. That champions aren't just made in gyms and on ice rinks. They're made in the quiet moments when a single dad tells his daughter, "You can do this. Come home. I've got you." Alysa Liu's mother is not a person. It's a story. It's an idea. It's proof that love in its most unconventional form can produce something the world has never seen before. If this story moved you, hit that like button, subscribe so you never miss a video like this, and drop in the comments, do you think Alysa Liu should ever search for her biological origins? I want to know what you think.